Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and another episode here on Ray County. We are in September 1. We are on 5 days, I want to say. Yes, 5 days. But we got some bales that we got to get off the field. That's kind of job number one. We did get some stacked in the shed already. We got the old John Deere loader that we unloaded them with. We used the Ford to load them from the field, and we got the flatbed hooked up to the truck. Oh, did I change out this truck? I think I did. I don't remember if I had changed this out already or not, but I don't think so. Anyway, so this is our truck. The thing I really didn't think about is the crop destruction on the alfalfa. It is there, so we just turned it off for now. I didn't think about it when it comes to driving on, or like when we advanced. I didn't think about that because probably would have just tried to get them stacked last month. We'll shut this off because we're going to take a long walk back to the farm to get the tractor. Yeah, bring it down here and get these bales loaded up. So we'll finish these. We should be able to put all of these on the flatbed, at least I hope. Maybe not, actually. It just depends on how many. Here we go. We might have a few left. And then we have to get the other field loaded as well and put in the barn. So all the things to get prepped for getting some cattle into the farm. I do love this little tractor though. I don't know if anybody else is using this, but it is pretty dang slick. I like the sounds on it. Nice grunty sounds. Good. It's a nice little tractor. Nice little utility tractor. Probably gonna be on our feed mixer, but we'll have to see actually. I'm not exactly sure. We actually might be using this to load up our feed mixer, so maybe not. I was thinking about getting a rear spike for this somehow. Be nice for loading. A lot of guys do that. But I just want to say thanks for all the support on the last video. I know it had been a while, but the fact that you guys are still showing up to watch these videos even after a month of not posting is incredible. So thank you guys for all the likes and the comments and all that stuff. The views even, it's great. So, thank you. But back to farming. So we're gonna get these loaded up. I am gonna throw this into a little bit of a time lapse. I think would probably be the best way to do this. Then I'll catch back up with you guys. Oh, that one's not going on very well, is it? Alright, so we are in the second alfalfa field right now, getting the last 2 bales loaded up onto the trailer. We'll bring that back to the farm, get those put in the bale shed. Then, we kind of got to figure out what we want to do next. There's part of me that wants to... I don't know. We don't have money. So that's kind of the issue, is what do we do? If we don't have money, do we try to sell some of this hay? Because honestly, we do get some cows. They aren't... We'll put them in the pasture first, so they're just gonna have, you know, grass to eat out there. So, I don't know, yeah, it's tough. Maybe we take these bales and sell these ones, and then, yeah, and then we can have a little bit of money. But again, we get cows, they're gonna be more expensive, but we can at least start having them we're gonna kind of like build our herd on our own, right? Like, I want to get some females, get them in, maybe a bull, and kind of grow our herd like that, like organically. Because we are a small farm right now, so I don't know. And then I do want to get some hogs, but we can't do hogs until the winter, because we need the corn and soybeans for feed. Yeah, it's one of those where I don't feel like we have anything to do at the moment. So honestly, we might just be jumping into October and getting some harvest done this episode. I'm going to kind of mull that over as we get these last few bales put into the bale shed. Alright, we got 6 bales on the back. I was actually in the process of unloading them, and I was like, you know what? We're just going to go and see how much money we can get for a few bales. If we deem it decent, we might sell a whole another trailer load. But I honestly not thinking that we're going to get that much money from these, so I do believe that the bale sell is right up here. Right here where these bales are sitting. So we'll pull up over here and we'll back in and see what we can get for these. And I'm not thinking it's going to be a whole lot. Alright, moment of truth. Nothing? Are we not in it enough? There's a train. Yes? There's one? Aren't the rest of them selling? Okay. This is one way to do it. It's like a very small trigger. Okay, so we made a little over $1,000 for those bales. 1,100 bucks for 6 bales, which isn't actually too bad. Makes me think that we probably could get away with selling some of these to make a little bit of money, but I think when we get back to the farm, I'm gonna actually take a look at some of the prices of the cattle up at the market right now, and maybe we can get lucky and see if there's any really good ones that we can purchase and get into the farm and start growing that a little bit. Okay, we're looking in the cattle section here. Obviously, we're not going to get any milkers, but we don't want these guys because they are very low. This one's average. I don't think I'm going to buy anything that's like very low. This limousine is actually pretty good. It's $2,000 for this girl. Oh, that's a bull. Do we invest in just... See, this guy's really good too. Just some steers? Just buy some steers? This guy's almost 1,800 bucks for a 10-month-old. This guy is a little over 2,000 for a 13-month-old. He could be a good bull to buy if we wanted to do like a cow-calf type of, get some calves at some point. There's not really any females that I'm really interested in. Besides, this one's decent, but it's, I mean, just average. I mean, average isn't terrible. At least it's not low. So maybe we'll have to look back, but this guy's pretty tempting. And this one too, this steer here. I don't know, maybe we don't get any cattle yet. Alright, we looked. Maybe we'll go look at some hogs. See what those are. We might just go up. I think we're gonna sell some more hay. Might have to just go up to the livestock barn and look at the hogs up there. I think I'm gonna load a trailer up of hay. Should have just done this so I didn't have to handle them all twice. It keeps us busy, I guess. And then probably the next time you guys see me, it's gonna be October and we're gonna be getting into some harvest. Alrighty, good morning. October 1. Made it. We had the gleaner out. We've been working on that, just doing some maintenance, you know, on the machines here and there, but foggy morning here, October 1. But we got some things that we can take care of. So we need to get this tractor fired up. We can get this hooked up to the wagons. And then we need to get another tractor hooked up to the auger, and we'll get that set up at one of the bins. There you go. We'll get this moved out of the way so that we can get the auger going. Get this really out of the way and we'll bring it all the way over here. We're going to be starting on beans. We have a field right next to the house. I think that's a bean field. Not going to let me get over that, is it? I'm trying to make the shortcut and now we're going the long way around again. Okay. Squeeze through. Squeeze through. Okay. Then we got to open this shit up. Gonna get 1066. Trying to do manual attach there. Haven't had that in a while. Gonna get this hooked up to the auger. Get it on one of the bins. You're gonna need all of this crop, I think, for our animals. What is going to be the best way to do this? Probably over here. Always kind of a dilemma for me is how do we actually want to set the auger? I think we're going to back it over this way and then we're going to kind of try to line it up at a really tight angle. Thing is that we need to be able to get the tractor in on the PTO and we need to be able to swing those wagons through, so I think we need to go a little bit tighter even to the bin. If we can. Something like this, if we can avoid hitting, it's very tight to that other bin, but I think it's gonna work. Let's see if we can slip this tractor in on the PTO. We probably should have done this the other way, so the tractor was facing outward. You know. What's farming without a little bit of a challenge? There we go. Okay, I like that. I think that's gonna work. There we go. Alright, so things are set up. I don't know if the covers remove on these or not. I want to say they don't. We're not going to be drying the corn, even though these do have drying capability. This is thick fog. But essentially, where did my HUD go? Essentially, we're going to be waiting until the fog clears so we can get out here and actually get some crop off. Alright, so as you can see, the fog has not lifted at all. And in order to get to our bean field, we need to actually drive through a cornfield. So I am thinking, I want to see what our farmland actually is. Actually, this field alfalfa, this alfalfa field, cornfield here next to the house or next to the farm, this cornfield, and then to get to this field, we actually have to drive through 8 to get to our. Yeah, I would like to maybe eventually try to do some tree clearing and make ourselves a path through 17 to 9. So then we don't have to worry about that if we don't want to. So we're going to take this down to that field. We'll get my buddy, he's going to be running wagons for us. Well, so he's going to follow us down there. See you down at the field. Alright, so we're just unfolding this now. Get her fired up. Sat down and we're rolling. Pull the wagons right into here. It'll work nicely. Going a little fast for my liking as well. And as you can see, we are laying down a swath actually, so we're not chopping up these corn stalks because I would like to actually bale these corn stalks, use them as bedding at some point for our cattle. Up out quick, see how how we're doing. Even a nice swath here of corn stalks. Like it's chopping good. People like to call these gleaners a silver cedar, but well, I've never had too much problem with it. Do want to get a GPS line set here. This is our only machine that has guidance steering on it, so do want to utilize that when we can. But we're gonna get this done 6 rows at a time. Then honestly, it depends on how long this takes. We might have to switch over to beans to get these beans off, and then get that corn field done last. But if we get this done faster than what I think we could, we might just stick with corn and do our beans last. The only reason we're running corn right now is because this fog is just didn't allow the sun to come out, so our beans are just too wet. And I wanted to get out and do something. And corn is a little bit less temperamental to moisture, so corn it is. So as you guys can see, anybody that hasn't played this map yet, or yeah, honestly hasn't played this map yet, or isn't familiar, I guess, with No Creek's work as well with precision farming, see that we're red all the way through yet on the end rows. That is his custom soil map. So when he does his custom soil maps, he uses it more as a yield zones type of a thing instead of soil, like actual soil types. So, if you're familiar with farming IRL, probably the first, like, I don't know, I guess it's kind of different, but if you're in a heavily wooded area, your first, pretty much all of your end rows that you use are going to be pretty much useless. You're not going to get very much yield at all, because the moisture is soaked up by the plants and trees and different things that are on the edge of the field, plus animals as well. They like to get into it. A lot of the time they don't venture all the way into the middle of the field. They just kind of eat the outside rows and all that stuff. So, yeah, your yield on your end rows are very, very poor usually. And so he uses this to mimic that by putting the lowest soil type, like the worst soil type, on the outside of the fields. And then, depending on like high and low spots, he'll add different soil types for that. So, you got like a high spot, maybe you have a better yield or whatever. So, I don't know. I absolutely love that. Just adds to the realism of it a little bit more. For me, at least, for yields and stuff. So, I like that a lot. I just wanted to pop in quick and say that. Our buddy is going to bring our wagons down. He's not going to help us out because I said I couldn't pay him. And he says, you know what, I want to be paid. So we are in the hole $107, so we couldn't pay him. So we're going to be running our wagons ourselves. Which is okay. At least he's going to bring them down to the field for us. Well, it's still foggy out. I don't really understand. I thought it was like supposed to clear up at some point. Always, but I guess not. Just hanging out in the fog. I did have the realistic weather mod on, but I decided that I'm not going to run it on this series. Just because we already have like custom yields and stuff like that, so we don't really need to worry about the moisture affecting that stuff and whatnot. So I did decide to turn it off, and that's why you do see some corn stalks still standing, because those ones were withered apparently. The realistic weather mod struck even when we don't want it to. But we are about full. And this should fill up our wagons as well, so we will be able to bring our first load back to the farm. Get that unloaded. I don't know how good this is going to be for viewing purposes with the immense amount of fog. But we're trying. I think I'm just going to unload because there is already some corn in the back. Second wagon. It'll be way out to the side with this auger because it shoots straight out. Get that unloaded. It looks like I didn't change the number on these. Apparently we have 1 and 1 on the back one. It should be 2. I'll have to get some new stickers and change that. We're gonna park this. We're just gonna back this up. Get it out of the way. Shut it down. Might be gone for a little bit. There's some sun shining through. This girl running on these big old wagons. Make our way around the field. Got this, girl. Okay, And we got the pedal to the metal right now. She's pulling. Ground's a little slick yet, so must be spinning some tires a little bit. I think we'll be able to get out, no problem. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the yield map while we were in the combine a little bit there. It is not good. A lot of red going on in there on the yield map. And that's just not from the custom yield, like soil map. That is from just bad fields. It is not great. We need to make sure that we're putting some better fertilizer down on those fields next year. Probably gonna try to get some of those limed as well. But yeah, we gotta do something. Get those ironed out, because that's rough. But we did kind of inherit the field, so in a way, we didn't inherit them. Obviously, we bought them the farm, but it was already cropping them, so that is kind of nice. Sure, we paid for it, but all right. Pull this guy around. Let's see if we can get these unloaded relatively easily. That fired up. Looks like it's going. Good deal. First load of corn into the bins on the new farm. Oh, and wagon number 2. Good deal. So, off camera, I am going to finish up that field, and then next episode, we are going to continue on with our harvest and likely be finishing harvest. Then we are going to get into kind of the winter time. Again, hopefully trying to get some livestock in at some point. But honestly, the biggest thing right now is that we need some cash. So there might come a point where we are desperate enough that we need to buy some, or we need to sell some of this corn. We might regret it later, but I think that's something that we just need to try to figure out as it comes. Like, we need to just take the money if we need it, because I don't really want to take out another loan, because we're already paying about $2,500, $3,000 a month on the loan that we did take out. We are, yeah, I definitely don't want to take out another loan. So we'll kind of figure it out as we go. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you to the YouTube channel members. You guys are seriously awesome. Like I always say, you guys are the best out there. And we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.